Mic check, mic check. Yep, mic works. God, that sucks. Wish I could have figured out the Discord thing. I'll have to play around with it and get that figured out. That was unfortunate. Okay, so what was we yapping about over here? I liked it on the 45. Was it on the 45? Where did I just saw it? There we go, 30 minute. Let's do some cleanup here. That's been hit. That's been hit. We don't need that. This has been yep, it's been hit. Just delete it. Just delete it. Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of all this junk over here. So you do have like a loss of 30-minute structure at the top here. You know, I mean, it's got some, if you stair step the break, yeah, it's still there. It's still there. And we did leave this 30-minute candle right here. That had just the wee bit of inefficiency. It's just the tiniest bit, but it's still nonetheless there. And then we back tested into that. You know, this is essentially this was the point of the range where I was like, okay, if this holds, give or take, I think I had it a little bit different on some lower time frames. Yeah, I think I was just down to this section here. You know, it's like if this range is going to hold, if we are going to, you know, do the old initiation, mitigation, continuation, then yeah, like this just seemed the logical place to do it, right? Fill the inefficiency, get back to the area that caused the inefficiency, and run it again. And then, you know, sure enough, when we come down into here, we form a range, like a really nice range. 1, 2, 3, and we do take out the high. The trouble is we just didn't break the high, right? Like this operated exactly how it's supposed to. 1, 2, 3, break, higher high, higher low, take the high. That's the target, right? But it didn't break. It did not really initiate there, huh? Big fat nasty wicks. Which is interesting because the ETH chart like almost has kind of done the same thing, but it did it at a much like bigger high, and it still missed this too. I just happened to be looking at this morning, and well, no, I don't know. See, on the 15-minute, that does look oh so better. I'll get back to Bitcoin in a minute, but this chart had caught my eye earlier. Yeah, but see, that's not 3 hour structure, and that is a 2 hour close, and that is a 1 hour close, and it's oddly not a close on the 90-minute. This is interesting. ETH needs to make an initiation here, or I think it's coming for this. It's really got to show more strength and hold price above this low, or I think it's just gonna run off the top and come back down. We were on Bitcoin though. What's more interesting stuff on Bitcoin? Can we come up with something interesting? I don't know. I don't know. Oh, whoa! Not like that. We can't. Yeah, I think this is. Yeah, this has still got to be the most interesting zone for me. Is going to be down here. Um, it's still got to be the most interesting zone. And when I say interesting, I'm talking higher high zone, right? Higher than this high. Um, we got a couple NPOCs up here that still haven't been hit. This one, the lower one, was a weekly NPOC. You know me, I don't really use PS or NPOCs often, and this was a daily NPOC. I'm not overly alarmed about those guys, but I want to remain aware of them. I want to look at some sessions too. Look at some sessions. So I remember this one here where New York swept the low and we hit some lower demand and ran. So New York up. Tokyo got the mitigation. London ran it again. New York low sweeps the same as they did here and pushes up again. And then yeah, see that and then like that's the other thing that kind of concerns me a bit is I go, okay, so New York up, New York up, New York up, New York waits before they start pulling it up again. And then New York pulls it up again. New York put in this top. And then if we look at the session data this morning, you know, New York swept up. They didn't sweep down. They swept up. And you know, if you look at, let's see, what's maybe a different way we can explain this, right? So if you have, you know, New York put the top in here and they put the bottom in here. We have a higher high. We don't have a significant lower high yet. I'm sorry, higher low for a higher high. So is New York kind of trying to pull this one again? You know what I mean? Like I'm just that I honestly never given it a thought before. I just thought I'd throw sessions on and look at it, and that's what comes to my mind when I look at those sessions. Oh, hey, good morning, Luke and Brato Chaka. And Aaron and Jason and Slam Banjo. Hey, Slam Banjo, how was the show last night, bro? Did you guys crush? Jason Jesus Savez. XRP, yeah, we do XRP. We do that. So let me find a stopping point on BTC though. I don't know if I've gotten all the thoughts out of my head yet. We don't need that. Boom. We don't need this. We don't need this. Okay, so let's get this stupid indicator off. Go away. Get out of my life. Get out of my life. Get out of my life, woman. Don't love me no more. Okay, so this is the level in which I say, if you bearishly close below here, I think we're coming to this area, and I really don't want it to happen during the weekend, but I don't know if we're going to get a choice. If I had to pick, let it happen on Sunday. Don't happen on Saturday, please. Yeah, I don't see you know, like this I talk about this stuff all the time, down before up. And we did go down before up again, so I can see continued northern direction here. All hope is not lost. For me, it's not lost until down there. You really got to question what in the hell we're doing below this low too. But what I'm going to say about this is that, like, why? Like, why? We went down and up and broke and set a higher high, and so far we have a higher low. So if this level were to bearishly break after an interaction with this level, right, sweep, and then if this were to break, we're coming right back down into this area that this wick got put in, which incurred a bullish result. Why would we be going back down there? I don't see, in other words, I'm just saying, like, I don't particularly see a bounce from there. I should, before I get ahead of myself, I really should investigate that low better. Because maybe that is the actual long. Guys, I'm not feeling it. No, I'm really not feeling it, man. I'm not feeling it. I would normally take a candle that looks just like this, just like that. I would be really happy to take a candle just like this and use it for demand, right? So we slide that over here below our low, but that creates a problem for me. It creates a problem for me. This does not meet the rules. It just doesn't meet the rules. For a order block with imbalance, it does not meet the rules. And this is the best time frame I can get it to display on, and it still it doesn't meet the rules. So let's see. Let's get back out here. Let's take a look at volume, maybe. Yeah, that wick. See, even the delta wicked there. All right, let me get back down to the 1. Oh, that looks terrible. This looks like circuit. This is just typical Friday bullshit. I don't like. Looks like local accumulation. It does look like it. It does. I don't think it just looks like local accumulation. I think it was local accumulation, right? Let me get back up to a slightly higher time frame. Yeah. I mean, it was, but it's like this SFP, aka accumulation. Like I said, to me it hit its target. It hit the target already. So I'm not, and it just didn't break it. Didn't break it. We already covered that. I'm only repeating myself there. So first of all, I got to delete this because I'm not with that. I can delete this. I can delete this. Now we're getting much more clean. Okay, so yeah, I'm comfortable with this. So because I feel as though a bearish break of this level should indeed lead us right to that thing, and then it's just what's going to happen when it gets there. Because of that, and because this has SFP'd once, and then we hit here, so we should rotate back down to here. I think it's okay to look for an SFP here. It's Friday. I don't know if you should like be holding your breath for an SFP there. But you have to break this for lower targets. Right now, I think we just still have a range. That's all we have. We have a range, and we haven't really cracked it yet. So I'd say that's the low, and that is the new range high. And let's go ahead and put a price label back on the bottom of that one. And that would actually, it makes sense. For me, it makes sense. As mentioned prior, price is still in a general area in which I could see a higher low forming for the higher high. It's still in that general area, and you got to break it to make the bad news come out. So yeah, why not rotate from the top back to the bottom? Sure, I think we can look there. I do think we can look there. Yeah. Do think we can look there, and let's do, oh no, that's what I want. I need this thing. Yeah, it's that or it's this for me. And shorts. Now, I mean, like to me, if they're well, I mean, I don't know. I suppose, right? So if you bearishly break this, and then we do get some back testing into here, I think we're coming down to there. So can we plan a route down there? Sure, why not? Sure, why not? Why not plan a route down to there? I mean, there's no way in a million years I'm covering that high on it though. So I would hope for some more like clear supply to present down here, like magnet go away. Maybe like a pull up, and then a kaplow down, and then a back test. Something like that would be better. I'd probably only look to cover, this high on it, unless I can get reconfirmation structure on the leg of price from here to here that breaks locally. Then maybe I'd try covering that high. But if we could break this thing, like slam below it and put supply right on top of that thing, then I think we got a path down there. I think we got a path down there. And yeah, it's only like a percent down or so, but it has nothing to do with the percent. Percent of movement from here to here is irrelevant. The ratio of this to this is the only thing that is ever relevant. So that's what I'm going to say about that stuff. And then what do you? Oh yeah. I heard something about XRP. Did we say somebody say something about? Yes, Hazu Sabe says XRP. Let's go back over here. See. Yeah, hold on. Just one quick thought on ETH before we hop over to XRP. If this does not hold, delete all of this stuff. It's super in my way. Well, get it back on there. It'd be really interesting if ETH breaks up here. What's up, doggo? What's up, buddy? ETH's got to break this. ETH's got to break this, and then it may have a. It's this area I worry about right here, preventing us from achieving this. But if Bitcoin's coming down for this, then ETH can probably come down for this too. And that is not what anybody asked for. So XRP it will be. Because I'm not fucking trading ETH either, bro. I ain't fucking doing it. All right. So we had surmised a potential short out of this area. And it has completely surpassed that area. So let's just go ahead and delete all this. And let's try over. What a fucking smoke show on that thing. Could you imagine if you actually, like, I didn't, I took the Bitcoin trade yesterday. I did not take the XRP trade. But like this is the position as I had it on the chart yesterday. Could you imagine if you actually took an 18.32 risk to reward trade? That'd be nuts. That'd be nuts. But like I was like, bro, I'd have been happy with this. Again, didn't take it. But Mother Teresa. But I have thoughts on. I absolutely have thoughts on this chart. Yeah, absolutely. I have some thoughts on this chart, and you're gonna maybe think I'm crazy, and you might just think I'm crazy. Okay, so generally, I mean, like not bad price action, but not like, kind of wandering. The value of the asset was on a walkabout in these areas. And then it said, swing. This is a very significant inefficiency, right? It's a super significant inefficiency, but we need to measure this. Yeah, I mean, 10%, 9, 10%, whatever, 8, 9, 10% above the high in one day. To me, we did not hit, we had identified a touch of supply in this area, right? But we took it out. So what does that also mean? That also means we broke structure, right? That also means that we broke structure. So we had our 4-hour break here. What is this? It's a daily. Okay, not a daily close. Not a daily close, and that is daily structure. So I suppose we do have to consider the potential of, that's not what I wanted, of this equaling, you know, back down into a region like this, potentially lower. But this is what I'm trying, yeah, this is, I think this is what I'm trying to say. Interesting. Interesting. I'm, is it going to be a BART? I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be a BART. Fuck me. It's not good. Followed by that, it might be a BART. It may be a BART. So this might be a really, this might be a sweet chart for today. A, SFP is the low and returns for the high that is still hanging out there unchallenged. Bing to bong. In which case, I would not be surprised if you initiate there. Or we get to bearishly break this. We hope and pray for a retest and then recover that whole zone. So that could be that. I think this is interesting regardless to me today. Super interesting regardless. Yeah, because you're either gonna SFP this low right here, and potentially run. But hold on, let's think about. Well, I don't know. I mean, this thing already did something yesterday that Bitcoin didn't do. It went like up. I'm just wondering. I have to wonder to myself if I have a fairly strong position that something like this into something like that's going to happen. What does that mean for XRP? Can XRP maintain a bullish stance while Bitcoin drops? It's not far. It's only 1%, I suppose. It's only 1%. But essentially, we're talking about Bitcoin recovering all of this. And so does it make sense to say, nah, XRP won't do that, man? No, dude, it's too cool. It's too cool. It ain't going to do that. So, yeah, I think there could be some, yeah, we could just very well BART out here. Totally BART out here and just smash right back down into these ranges. So let's rework some stuff down here. See what we like the most down in that area. Let's put some different time frames. Oh, well, yeah. Yeah, perfect. Just fucking good. Just give me this range. Just give me that range. Is there anything inside of it that I like? Yep, it's that 2-hour candle right there. Let's go ahead and delete that. Wrong button. Apparently, wrong button. Let's delete all this stuff. We don't need any of this anymore. We don't need it. Go away. All of you, go away. This guy would be the spot inside of it that I would, if I had to put some more emphasis on, it's going to be that guy right there. Yeah, so can we just BART and recover this whole thing? I mean, why not, right? Why not? Dude, it's, I mean, to me, it is like, I am so confident in saying that, I'm like confident in saying this. Hold this low, rotate to this high. Lose this low, pray for a retest. Because you're coming down there. I'm confident in saying that. So that was fun. Yeah, let's get some alerts on this. Let's get some alerts on this bad mug, right? I'm gonna throw one here at that thing, 32683, because that's probably gonna happen here pretty quick. I actually want another one right here because I want to know if we can mitigate back up that far, right? Like right now we have a range internal. We have this external range, right, and then we have this internal range, and we have pulled the high, and we are creating inefficiency. So we are forming supply right here. It's already on the chart. And so I do want to know if we re-enter this supply. So I'm going to put an alert right here as well. And what was that? What was that? What was that alert? What was that alert? Bro, you didn't hit my alert. Why you? Oh, whatever. Trend lines act weird when you put alerts on them. Okay, let's get that stuff out of the way. Let's understand. Hey, you know what we're going to do? We're going to fucking put it in Discord. I'm going to say Bart, question mark. Or we're going to say SFP, question mark. And I remembered to do it. It's because Luke yelled at me yesterday. That's why, guys. Luke was so mean to me yesterday because I forgot to post the charts, and he yelled at me, and now I feel guilty, and now I'm trying to do better. All right. Let's see. Link and Ondo. Okay, Link and Ondo. Link and Ondo. Let me get this out of the way because we got candles printing over there. We don't need that. We don't need that. Link. Nat gas is getting into that area that I liked, but anyways, I ain't trading that natural gas. Link. What happened to you, homie? Where you at? Cool. Initiate, mitigate, continue. Oh, God, it looks like I was working on something down here. So break again, inefficient price action. We've cleared this high, targeted as fuck, like this high, kiss it goodbye. It's going goodbye. Goodbye. Question is, do we pull back before then? Lose your 15 here. That's going to start some dominoes. Yeah, your unmitigated demand range is down there. You know, honestly, I think what would be the better thing to happen here is to come back for this demand now. Let me put it this way. The better thing to happen here would be A, not to touch the high and hit demand before interacting with the high. Or just smash above the high. Just smash above it. And SFP here is not good. Is not good. Because we missed this. Because like an SFP here, and I'm like, we could come clean back down to this low. This would be the only thing to stop us from this low, in my opinion. And if that doesn't work, you're going to hit the low. And if the low doesn't hold, you're going to come back down to that unmitigated demand range down there. So, yeah, either A, just initiate so we don't have to worry about any of that shit, or B, come back down for this demand before coming up and breaking it. I think those are the more bullish things. And because things are pretty bullish right now, like daily chart on this probably looks pretty sexy, I have to imagine. Yeah, not hateful at all. You got daily bullish market structure, and nothing but higher lows and higher highs ever since, right? You got your daily break here, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, potentially higher high. So it's in a pretty bullish stance. So yeah, just go ahead and jump up. I'm still expecting resistance out of this area. I am still expecting resistance out of there. Pretty significant resistance. Is that, yeah, it's pretty significant resistance. That's, we'll worry about that another day. Um, yeah, so I mean, it's in way too premium of a setting that I would recommend a long. And I just don't see I don't really. I mean, I don't know. You could say my upward expansion leg is comprised of 30-minute market structure, setting higher highs and higher lows. And so if my 30-minute market structure were to begin to disintegrate and fall apart, then there is an opportunity for a retracement here, right? So you lose your, let's put a ray on it, you lose your 30-minute market structure there, and you have an opportunity to retrace, but you still have demand here. Those inefficient candles are pumping up out of this zone. So you still have demand here. Yeah, and because of the premium setting, see, I don't like, no, I don't see, because there's demand there, I don't like a short here. I don't like a short here. You could break 30-minute structure just to set your next 4-hour higher low. Right? Not gonna, yeah, no, no. Nope. So I would rather entertain a long, yeah, I'd rather entertain a long out of this area. And if I'm not mistaken, that is going to generally be the equivalent of Bitcoin hitting that, that this isn't the Bitcoin chart, but you know what I'm saying, that lower, that 115 area. So motherfucking 115 area. Oh, yeah. Let's see here. Link whenever possible. We did that. Ondo, goodbye. Let's see. Ondo. I don't want alerts on Link. Let's move to Ondo. LMNO. LMNO. Okay. Let's delete some ish. So you broke here after an interaction with here, and you still have this down here that hasn't been touched. This is going to try and hold us back from achieving the lower blue zone, but we have supply that we're getting really effing close to. No, I'll just take it on the daily. But I want to include that candle with it too. So here's the deal. I like this zone for continuation up to the high. But you have failure of a swing high, and you have a loss of 4-hour structure. So the genius move may be the short here. The genius move may be the what time frame? Stop. Yes, 4-hour. Let's stay on the 4-hour. The genius move may be a short here because of the failure at the prior swing high and the break of 4-hour market structure. Maybe it comes from here down to like there or there. Because again, you have rotated the top of a range, placing weakness on the bottom of the range. I would say this is the only two things holding us back from that reality, and we are hitting in a place where you could see a break, lower low, lower high, lower low. So I think we need to plan a short out of here too. One more drive up into supply would be nice. We got all kinds of local stuff we have to be aware of. Okay, cool. That's all right. So I would prefer to see another drive up into here before we turn around and lose anything. But essentially, and I'm aware that further market structure could develop. This is my current local low here. Let's go ahead and put a ray on it, I guess. And so, yeah, I'm looking for, right now, I want to see something like this and some retrace. And then I'm interested here. Be careful, because we have a skosh of unmitigated demand right here. This whole action right here. But again, right? Like again, this is the same low on the Bitcoin chart from yesterday. Let's get that Bitcoin chart back out. That is this. That is this wick right here. And so go back to Ondo. We have demand here. The demand may work, but if Bitcoin is going to purge below this low for something lower, purge below this low, come on, man, for something lower, then is Ondo going to purge beneath this low for something lower, right? But I think you just need to like be cognitive that there is demand there. This is what I need currently, okay? And yeah, I want it to come, down, and I want it to come back up, and I don't want it to have touched 99 cents. Nope, I want it to come down, back up before touching 99 cents. Then I'd be curious to see if I could take out this low and see what happens inside of this area under 99 cents. And potentially look to follow it down. But be careful. It's also Friday, right? Now, market structure may continue up. It may not fail until somewhere up here. Doesn't really change my feelings about anything, especially if I want all these to mitigate each other. That's very important. That's very important that they do that. I don't want more unmitigated demand right beneath us, right? So if further, like 15-minute market structure develops and fails up here inside of supply for all the same reasons discussed prior, I think it is an interesting area to anticipate price to go down. Yeah, that. Okay, I don't have a ton more time, so I'm going to have to move here pretty quick. Tomali needs sus, so we're going to hit that. SUSDT, or old Sonic. I can't remember what chart we were using for this, bro. Was it? No, see, that's Bybit Spot. I thought we had a leverage chart on this. Yeah, this is the leverage chart we had. Okay. All right. Well, you did indeed break this out of that demand we were looking at last time, and you did indeed smoke that guy. So that's cool, but that means all this TA is dead now. Well, let me put that back. So we come up here, we fail it, meaning we need to return to the low. We interact with that, but then we just set a lower high and a lower low, and we have not cleared this. Probably goes all the way back down to 25 cents, man. Ever since this occurred, we have really not been able to reverse market structure. That's a daily, probably like a daily SFP there. Yeah, that's a daily SFP there. Just lower highs and lower lows. Well, I mean, you had one equal high, but lower highs and lower lows ever since this has not stopped. Has not stopped. I mean, we were able to anticipate a break of here and a potential target of there, but it failed to close. So did we just basically SFP again for a march back down to this low? Let's get back out to the daily chart. Yeah, looks terrible. It does not look good. No, doesn't look good. Top into our 15. I'd like to see, so we have, oh, yeah, it's kind of, I don't know, man. I mean, you know, there's demand down here. 15-minute market structure still bullish. Locally, it looks just like all the other charts we were looking at. Locally, it looks like all the other charts. SFP of your internal high to this range, and you know, inefficiency below us. I mean, if it's a long, it's out. I would say it's out of this zone right here, because I think all the prior zones are mitigated. If there's a long, it should be from here. But I don't know, dude. This is a WL. You get a WL below you. You're under all kinds of bearish market structure, and there's a weak low down here. So, you know, a zone like this, I almost envision it happening like this. I almost envision it happening like kind of smashing down out of this area, forming an inefficiency, creating supply, hitting demand, bouncing, only to hit supply and then set your lower lows. That's kind of how I would envision that transpiring. Pluff Eastern. It has been a long time, and yeah, we can smash DOT and SOL real quick. I gotta move fast, and those are like the last two I'm gonna be able to do. I hope to peek at Bitcoin again before I leave. I have to just keep going here. We have to keep going here. Okay, let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of this stuff, this stuff, this stuff, this stuff, this stuff, this stuff, this stuff. Let's get rid of this. Let's go ahead and even get rid of, come on, man, work with me. We gotta go faster. All I want left is that blue demand box, and I don't even want it right there. I want it right here. And okay. So let's think about this. Let's check the daily really quick. Daily still. Yeah, daily is bullish. Daily is bullish. God, not if you stair step the wicks though. Not if you stair step the break. It's not. There's no candle body close if you do that. Lack of purge on low. Let me check 15. Oh no, that did. That's a decent low. That's a decent low. Unmitigated demand here. Bingo. What was that alert? XRP. Okay. Volume says potential to trap some shorts here, but yeah, maybe time to fill that gap on XRP. I like no, this is I needed way more confidence at that low. Way more confidence at that low. This is a supply I was hoping to form just above the low. And let's take it all the way to the low. And I hope to hear that bell again. Please, please give me that bell again. Please, motherfucker, please give me that bell again. Sorry, back to DOT. I think if you're going to hold your local uptrend, it's going to need to be from this zone. And let me get back up. I think I've seen something on something else. No, is that mitigated? Okay, and locally, we have this problem, creating weakness on this low. I want back down into this zone. And that would be literally pretty much the exact same equivalent of everything else we're kind of looking at, right? Even include, come on, bro. Alarm, please, please, alarm, please, go off again, please. Please. It's okay. Don't be greedy. All right. And what else do we have to do? Sol. We got to do Sol. Sol. Bro, XRP is going to fill that gap. Come on, alarm. Come back for me. Anyways, we got to bang through Sol because I am running out of time. So, Sol. Okay. Looking a little weak sauce. Okay, let's clean. Let's get the broom out. Let's clean. Bruh. Where'd you go? Why'd you do that to me? No, went too far. 3 hour. 2 hour. Yeah, I liked better on the 3. Oh, I took my magnet off. I was like, what is happening? It's ugly supply, but it does exist inside of this entire range here. And, you know, it does, it did create the inefficiency coming out of it. It did bring you below that low. It is supply. I like this here. Fill some inefficiencies. What does that do to our 4 hour? Keeps it intact. Yeah, 4 hours still intact down there. I mean, you know, probably wise to monitor between this whole zone. Friday, though, going into a Saturday, I don't expect a lot of volume to come in here and back this kind of move up. But you don't break 4 hour market structure until, is that even the low? So if that was a return on everything else to 4 hour, yeah, I'm gonna still say it's pretty bullish above 166.93. I would like to see I'd like to see this inefficiency right here filled. This would be the area I'm interested in. XRP come, you mother. It's coming back. I don't think it's coming back. Anyways, it's fine. It's Friday. I have no business. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, so I mean, that's yeah, that's the area I'd look at. Whoa, whoa. I want this guy. I want that. This. Let's go ahead and not market with that. Um, that's really what I want. That's really what I want. Yeah, yeah. Let's bump up 30. Yes, yes. Wiki, 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 wiki. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's the area I'm more interested in. I'm gonna attempt it, man. I'm gonna attempt it. KARRAT BB question mark. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. Tell me what that means. Uh, I'm gonna guess we want crypto. Something crypto. We're gonna look at it on Coinbase. We're gonna go to the daily. Say this chart sucks. It's terrible. I don't think you should have anything to do with this at all whatsoever. Unless you can short it. This chart's bad though. This chart's bad. Carat. What's the ticker? Is it okay? USDT. Yeah, you can't leverage trade it because there's no liquidity left in it. Find the person on the planet that you really just dislike. They've done really bad things to other people, and convince them to buy this. Yeah, yeah. Whoever it is in your head that's like your local boogeyman, that kid that always beat you up, took your lunch money when you were a kid. Convince him to buy this. Hey, Alex, love you, homie, too. If you're still there, you have a great one, man. All right, now, will Bitcoin play with me if XRP is not going to? If XRP ain't going to do it, will Bitcoin do it? Bruh. Bruh, will you come back? I'm gonna throw. How did we not have an alert here? How? How did we not have an alert here? Because it's not even a trend line. That's why, because it's a range tool. Okay, cool. Let's get an alert there. And yeah, and maybe we can catch this bus. Maybe I'll just take a poke at it. I'll take a small poke at it, just to have a little bit of fun with y'all. I will go in no more than 0.25% here. Just to so we can maybe have a little bit of fun. And now I must leave. And now I must leave. But just so we can have so I can enjoy a little entertainment today, if nothing else, right? Hey, everybody. Oh, where's my thing? Hey, thanks for coming and joining me for the stream. Sorry you couldn't get the old Discord thing to work. I'll work on that. I'll work on getting it to work. I remember to post a chart today. I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. I appreciate, love this community, man. I love the community. I love all you guys and all the interactions. I look forward to this all the time. So I appreciate you being here, and have a fucking fantastic weekend or whatever. Do something good for somebody.